Well, it's time. Fontaine has finally arrived after, I'm not even sure how long it's been. And we're going to be checking out Fontaine, and we're also going to be starting the story. Originally I wasn't sure if I was going to do any story content with this or not, but I was like, you know what, I'll do the story content and whatnot. I just think a lot of like the extra stuff, like world exploration, like events and shit, like the mini games, not like the event stories. I'll cover that because a lot of the free world stuff is stuff I'd rather not have to do while being constrained by YouTube, you know. And as you can see from down here, I actually, if you saw my wishing video, I did manage to get my hands on Kokomi. Originally I was gonna save the guaranteed 5-star for another banner, but I said fuck it. That, I'm happy that I didn't have to spend too many primos to get her. I think I only did like 40 pulls and I got her, so that was probably my best luck in this game so far. Let me see here. What's in the mail here? Oh, right, it's the fixed compensation and shit. And my check-in rewards. Claim those. 600 primos. I think that'll give me like. I don't feel like doing math at the moment. I did take a little sneak peek at the map here a second ago, just so I could see, because I said there was like a teleport point that could get you to like right near the place. And there's still some of these I need to get, just for the 5 primos I can get from activating those. Somewhere around here, I think. Oh, I see, and now I see that. Okay. But from what I can see right now, I was expecting a bigger nation, but I guess just I got too used to Sumeru's size, I think. So anyway, over here we go. Yeah, when I first started playing, like everything Sumeru was added like 7. I don't remember what patch Sumeru was added. Oh, what the? I did not expect this. Oh, we can actually see Fontaine. Shit. Wow. That actually is a nice view. Speaking of viewpoint. Sounds like a moth got caught in my old man's bug zapper next door. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, like pretty much every other region up to this point I've been able to, I didn't have to wait for anything, it's all been there for me. So just the fact that I'm here now able to witness this new region with everyone else, it kind of hits different, you know? Nope. Okay, and also, let's look at the map. I did see something earlier. I wanted to see what this was. It was like a... Yeah, I think this was it. Yeah, what was this? Alois Prologue? Time to go to Fontaine, it seems. Next phase of your journey is about to begin. Hold on. Okay, I have to go over there to start everything. And I still need to do this. So I'm going to head over there, because I'm going to have to eventually. And while I'm here... Oh, the battle pass.
Once, there was a glorious kingdom established among the heavens.
Every time, I'm going to skip this. If not, shame on me. I was planning on buying this battle pass, at least the cheap version of it, anyway. Do that. I'm also gonna, while I'm here, I'm gonna do some of this just to get these things on my face. Lock statue Steven. Okay.
Let the magic begin.
Okay. I heard her voice before. It just sounded different to me right there for some reason. So I'm pretty sure I'm able to get her right now, I believe. Can I? Yes, I can. Planet acquired, and I don't think I have enough stuff to build you up at all.
Let the magic begin!
Sure. I heard you the first time, damn it. Alrighty. Test run. And all these, yep. I'll do those some other time. I'm there. Gear and clockwork roundel. I'm not even trying to roundelight. It's probably pronounced differently because it's French. Gear from Fontaine Research Institute. Okay, so it's one of those ties that give you a bunch of different one of these things. if these bosses are like, if these things are like required for like Ascension, and it's random which of these you get, and one character requires at least one of these, requires one or the other, I can see that being really annoying for people. Hope so. I'm hoping that's not the case. And that looks like an, oh yeah, that's a crab boss, I think is what that was. And I'm also, I haven't seen this thing like this in a while. Okay, I'm just doing this to get rid of these exclamation points. What's here? Oh yeah. Selection. Is there someone here I didn't select earlier? Oh, that's it. Yeah, there are some people I should probably be building up. You can probably see a bunch of these people like, why the hell have you invested in these? Well, for one, I don't always feel super motivated to build certain people. Okay. Well, especially if it's meta. I'm not saying I don't do meta, but it's like, yeah. Sometimes like there's people who I use and who I don't want to use, you know. Oh, yeah, I've got 901 primos, and I always convert my stuff to fate. I think those are intertwined fates. I think is what they're called. I have 152 of those, and I think I have like 15 or 20 pity in the hole already. I wasn't planning on skipping these, but then I was like, might pull for Yelan. I might even pull, even if not for Yelan, I'd probably pull for one of these banners just so I could probably get some like Bennett constellations. I got Bennett in like a 10 pull from the standard banner, and I've been meaning to build him up. I haven't been recently just because like the teams I've been using, I haven't really needed him. That, and I haven't felt like actually trying to build him up just because of not wanting to fight that fucking flower so many times. Not that I find the thing hard, it's just I get tired of seeing them sometimes. I'm just gonna select this thingy just because I don't want to see that. And, okay, enough dilly-dallying. I might do a summoning video on this, ooh, that's cool. How do I do this? Oh. Anyway, I gotta get to this little spot over here, and then I'm gonna have to go back over there. Caravan Ribat. Alright, where do I seem to have... Fuck, I can't talk.
Good old Caravan Rebat! Now let Paimon think. What were we up to the first time we came here?
Wasn't it? I'm pretty sure we were here to plot against the Academia. We were visiting here with Alhaitham, I think, and no. Dea, that was her name. Excuse me.
Oh, Paimon remembers! Nahita's consciousness had been trapped by the doctor, but we followed the clues she left behind to help her. So much time has already passed since then, and it seems Sumeru's changing for the better now that Nahita's in charge, right?
Right.
Paimon just hopes this peace will last a long time, and then Nahita won't have any more new problems to deal with.
Yes, but as long as we're around.
Yeah, guess you're right. We somehow always find ourselves right in the thick of it. Who knows what will happen next?
No idea.
Come to think of it, maybe it's all because of you. Maybe you're just a magnet for trouble.
That face. I was just thinking that you might be the problem, Paimon.
Huh? Me? Before Paimon ran into you, Paimon never ran into any trouble. At most, when she was super tired, Paimon got caught in some strange whirlpool and sucked out into sea. And even then, you fished Paimon out. Anyway, for Nahita's sake, maybe we should think about heading to our next destination for now.
Next stop, Fontaine.
Ah, look who it is. Running into you in a place like this? I can see you two still love wandering around.
Oh, it's Dia! Since when are we just wandering around? We're usually taking care of some serious business. Even though it may have nothing to do with our journey. But never mind that. What brings you here?
Isn't it funny when the traveler just gives fucking Paimon just like...
I just finished a commission in the desert for a usual client of mine. Nothing too interesting. Just escorting a shipment of goods. I'm on my way to report back.
Hold on, I need to fix it.
That's when I saw you two all the way over there, chatting away. What were you two talking about, anyway?
I thought I heard an echo from the echoing of the thing because I realized my TV volume. I'm watching this thing with is was on. Usually whenever I record, I have things on mute, and I listen to the preview on the Elgato system with my headphones attached to the computer.
Huh? You serious?
I didn't even pay
Can't
attention
say I
to what
saw
I said.
that coming. But you are travelers after all. I guess you'd never stay for too long in one place. Bumping into you like this will become a rarity.
Someone's watching me.
I'm starting to feel sad just thinking about it. Hey, how about I gather a few mercs to escort you two? What do you say?
Thanks, but no need. Oh, Paimon had no clue you'd miss us so much. But don't worry, we'll come back to see everyone when we get a chance.
Sounds good. All you need to do to get to Fontaine is cross this stretch of desert and navigate some waterways. Knowing you two, I'm sure it won't be anything you can't handle.
Excuse me.
So, when are you leaving?
Oh, wait a sec. Paimon just remembered there are still a few dishes in Sumeru that Paimon hasn't tried yet. Now, where's that list Paimon made?
My thoughts exact. This guy. Who is this guy?
I see. Guess you won't be needing a going away party or anything. It's sad enough to see you go like this. Though, now that I think about it, Sumeru wouldn't be what it is today without you. Seems true heroes always prefer leaving quietly.
By the way, should we go say bye to Nahida?
In her case, she'll know from her dreams anyway.
Oh, good point. Then there's no need to bother her in the real world.
Then, I guess this is goodbye for now, Traveler in Paimon. Whether as a client or a friend, you're always welcome to come find me.
Take care.
Goodbye, Dia. Bye-bye, Sumeru.
We're finally, after flying through this area for so many patches, it actually feels kind of surreal actually saying goodbye to it, you know? After setting man in Sumeru, you approach the border with Fontaine. Oh, it just brings us right here. Okay. That's convenient. Also, there is something in the over here I want to check on. I was curious. Okay. Here. I'm curious. I want to see what voice line she has about the stuff down here. Okay, no. Okay, those are some interesting people. I think I may just. I'm going to see what some of those voice lines are. I'll probably go on YouTube and look for them. I'm going to be looking up that on the interactive map I look up for the whatever those things are used to upgrade the statues of the Seven. I'm kind of horrified, like a lot of people. I'm kind of horrified to know potentially how many of them are in this region, because I know for Liyue, Inazuma, and Mondstadt they'll get not all of them, but enough to max out the statue. I am kind of terrified of this one. I'm getting an interruption now. Oops, that was my sister. She had to ask me a question to realize I was recording. I'm gonna have to cut out all of that because I didn't put on the microphone. What the? Turtle! I'm not gonna hit it. I was thinking, what will this game be? Nah, I'm not gonna do that. And seeing this water makes me want to take a dip. It's been like over 100 degrees over here in Oregon right now. And it's still pretty warm outside right now. Let me see, I haven't used this thing in a while. Here we go, boys. Fontaine, here we come. There's one of those thingies. like the sound of this music though. There's one of those freaky looking things. I guess this officially means I've set with Fontaine. I'm gonna assume I have to go over there at some point. But yeah, my sister came up. It's going to be talking like this, but she assumed I was playing with one of my friends. And, no, just being with us. Okay, so I got here. What is that thing coming from? I see that projector part. There's one of the mechanisms. Sneeze for a second. Wait, might still have to. That'd be polite.
Let's move out. Move out.
Some of these places look like places you find like a common chest or something, sneak and hidden rare chest or something like that. They're a lot just like that over in like Mondstadt and Leeway, but it's like a lot of those common chests. How many people are... Like, I think one of the guys who was playing longer than me, they didn't seem to realize a lot of those chests didn't give you primos, like a lot of the common chests. Like a lot of the newer ones, like Inazuma to Sumeru, a lot of those common chests at least give you like 2 primos. A lot of the older ones didn't, I've noticed. It's kind of irking. It's not like those sigils you get from Okay. Oh yeah, now maybe I have a thing. Get the Hydro Traveler unlocked. Alright. So there's a long way over that way. And guess the underground thing for the boss there. I do know off camera I'm gonna be doing a bunch of exploring here just to unlock all these statues of 7, which is there really only that many? Unless there's I can see it showing some land over here, but there's nothing over here unless there's... This is future update stuff, probably. That's my guess. Did the light just start flooding out of the Statue 7 now? That's so weird. A rush of water? Oh, the water's speaking to me? I wonder if this is how they explain the underwater exploration stuff, I wonder. You'll be literally going underwater alone. You could try doing something for once, Paimon. Then I'll fish you out again. Maybe I could use you for a bait for a shark. Fontaine's Blessing. Mysterious power that flows from the statue from a statue to imbue you with the blessings of the transoceanic source water. Your progress will remain unhindered so long as you're moving through the lakes of Fontaine. Under the protection of the transoceanic source water, what you expend while moving underwater is not stamina, but aquatic stamina. As such, when your aquatic stamina is expended, you will not drown. Cool. I expect to dive down there.
Let's move out.
yeah, I forgot about this. The new shit. And all that. For this. Yeah, that's really cool.
Just what will we come across this time?
I don't know if this is necessary. I did not build him up at all. I think the weapon I gave him was kind of a bad one, too. The one I gave him was a weapon that kept him out of the way, so very nice. Okay, don't tell me that wasn't the thing to do either. I'm an idiot. No, but I'll see this. This is not hitting the button that usually tells me where to go. It's telling me nothing. Something else I missed. I feel like an idiot. Okay, I can't die here. Okay, so,
After crossing all that sand and water, we
are
finally
you
made
kidding
it!
me?
Oh,
I had to be at that.
this must be Fontaine's port!
Oh, stupid.
Wow! Everything looks so advanced in Fontaine! Paimon's heard that the industry here is extremely developed, and there are all kinds of unusual machines!
It's even more impressive than I expected.
Just seeing the sights as a tourist is nice, but maybe it would be better if we found something to do! What do you think?
Let's start by meeting the Hydro Archon.
Good idea! Nahida gave us loads of useful information. Seeking out the Seven is probably still our best source for information at this point.
Our journey is to find my sibling and also find the truth.
Yeah! The more we can learn, the better. So, what do you think the Hydro Archon's like? Will we get along? Nahida said that she has a very unique personality, whatever that means.
Someone I know said that.
To learn about a nation's god, start with the nation's people. There seems to be some locals talking over there. Let's go see if we can join the party.
Hopefully they're not assholes.
If you ask me, it's a tragedy how things ended for him. Clearly, he was a pretty decent person.
Are they talking about someone who had a trial here? Because we know about this is like justice and shit.
Yeah, I didn't expect that kind of ending for him. I thought he would at least fight on a little longer for his family.
Or something
I was
else.
expecting a sudden plot twist, but it's a pity that it never
Or
happened.
they're talking about the
Still,
opera.
his story is quite the tearjerker.
Excuse me. Can I help you two? I couldn't help but notice you standing here listening.
I see you back there in the corner there.
Hi. We're travelers new to Fontaine, and we had something we wanted to ask, but you seem to be really busy talking about some kind of play, so we didn't want to interrupt.
Play? Oh, no. We're talking about something that really happened. In fact, it's a case that was just heard a few days ago.
Really? Like, a real trial? But the way you were talking about it and the words you used just now made it sound like some kind of story.
They always did say the trailer did have someone ask if it's okay to treat trial like an opera.
Well, good tales are often based on true stories, aren't they? And what you see in reality may also be someone deliberately putting on an act while harboring ulterior motives.
That's gonna be a recurring theme with this, I can tell.
Whether something
Not
is
that I mind.
true or not simply isn't that important. The main thing is whether the story being acted out on the stage is splendid enough.
This makes me really wonder what this justice system is like.
Oh, but it looks like you're not from around here. You probably don't know that the Fontaine Court of Justice is called the Opera Epiclese, or more commonly known as just the Opera House.
So they see trials as a sort of opera?
But, shouldn't court cases be treated a little more seriously than that? not to question Fontaine's way of doing things. It's just that putting someone on trial is usually a very serious thing.
No worries. Other visitors to Fontaine have wondered the same thing. You could say that we just don't want to waste the moving stories behind those cases. And as for your worries about whether the cases are treated with due reverence, we have the absolutely just and honorable Chief Justice Neuvillette.
Neuvillette, that's how you pronounce it.
As well as the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, a machine created by the Archon. Between the machine and the Chief Justice, false charges and injustice are a thing of the past now.
The judgment device created by the Archon.
Oratrice? Is it some kind of machine too? Oh, Paimon's curious. We should check it out if we get the chance. Wait, Paimon almost forgot to ask you our question. Do you know what we should do if we want to meet the Hydro Archon?
Oh, that's easy. Just go to the Opera House. Lady Farina practically lives there. You could definitely say it's her biggest passion.
I think what they mean is that they wish to speak with the Archon personally. In that case, I am afraid it's going to be a tad more difficult. You'll have to make an appointment well in advance, and it'll depend on whether or not she has any time slots available.
Make an appointment.
Huh. Is the Hydro Archon super busy taking care of official stuff? Wait, didn't you say that she's always at the Opera House?
The opera and the thing were the same thing.
No, Lady Farina seldom takes an interest with the nation's affairs. The reason it's difficult to make an appointment is simply because she's incredibly popular.
That's right. After all, she is the Archon. Though she may tend to get a little dramatic from time to time, people can't get enough of her.
I'm really curious about this nation.
Huh. First time Paimon's ever heard of an Archon being described that way before.
Well, probably not within your universe, but I know the icons are pretty popular within our universe. Just look at all the fan art.
Wait! Paimon gets now! The Hydro Archon is kinda like a big celebrity here, right?
Yeah, I suppose you could say that. Perhaps you could even say our mascot.
Hang on. This is still Fontaine's Archon you're talking about. You should show some more respect.
Yes, you're right. I guess I should at least try to be a little more respectful in front of visitors. Otherwise, I might get arrested and find myself face to face with Monsieur Neuvillette.
Come on. Sure, there's a lot of laws here, but nobody's going to be arrested for saying something disrespectful about the Hydro Archon.
It seems like the people of Fontaine really like the Hydro Archon, but they don't appear to revere her.
Alright, I think we get it. Thank you! At least we now know that we can find the Hydro Archon at the Opera House. But who knows how long making an appointment will take? Guess we could have a look around the city in the meantime. Hey! What are you looking over there for?
We finally go to acknowledge what's her. Yep. He's been standing alone for quite some time.
Huh. Maybe something's the matter. She isn't going to jump into the water, is she?
Oh, listen to this view.
Maybe we better go check on her.
I'm not gonna try and pronounce that.
Hello there. Excuse me. Are you alright?
Huh? I'm fine. Thanks.
Oh, okay then. We just noticed that you seem to be worried about something.
About many things, actually. But there's nothing I can do but just keep my troubles to myself. I was just reminiscing about a place my brother and I would play when we were kids. It was just atop that hill over there.
You're pointing at the sea. Wait, are you saying that you and your brother lived in the water?
Maybe they're mermaids?
No people call the waters around Fontaine a sea. It's actually just an inland lake that's filled with fresh water. And no, I can still see that hill clearly in my memories. Now, it's been completely submerged.
The water rose.
He would skip and jump, tossing sand in the wind. the sun shone brightly, and the air was filled with the scent of the sea. But now, the water is gradually swallowing our memories.
So that's what that line means.
It won't be long before it swallows us.
Sorry. Paimon doesn't really get what you mean.
Ah, I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Are you Lynette's new friends?
It's the new guy.
Oh, and you are?
Thanks for looking after my sister. She often comes here to reminisce about our childhood, that's all. There's no need for any concern. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Linny, and this is my sister Lynette. If I had to guess, I'd say you must be travelers from abroad.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Fontaine. We were just talking with your sister. Even though we didn't really get what she was saying.
Wait.
I see. It's unusual for Lynette to be so willing to talk with anyone. In fact, she seldom speaks at all. I'm usually the only one she ever talks to.
I guess we left an impression, I suppose.
Oh, really? Then you two are just like us. Paimon's always the one talking for some reason.
Excuse me. There's hardly anything left for me to say with you. Because you always steal my lines.
So that's how you think it is?
Yes. Something about me. If there's a way to pick fun at Paimon, I'm gonna take it.
I also think my brother can be too talkative at times.
Seems you were right, Paimon. We are quite similar.
You know, she doesn't seem too fun.
So, what did Lynette mean just now when she said that the water is engulfing your memories? And that it won't be long before it engulfs you too?
Oh, that. It's from a prophecy that's been circulating in Fontaine for some time now. Well, I suppose prophecy isn't exactly the right word, because that implies a certain amount of uncertainty. There's no doubt about what's happening in Fontaine now.
Oh, what's happening in Fontaine?
Where to begin?
Are we gonna see like that cinematic thing?
Let's put that question on hold for a moment. We still haven't formally greeted each other yet, have we?
We're gonna hear the prophecy eventually.
Did all the introductions earlier not count?
Hello, traveler.
Hello, Liney. Liney, whatever, that's it.
And hello, Paimon.
Hey! Why didn't Paimon get a handshake? You're not poking fun at Paimon, are you?
You have tiny hands.
Please, don't take offense. Just consider it a sort of etiquette we have here in Fontaine when making new friends. You should remember it. It might prove useful.
Oh, all right then. Well, Paimon's just happy to have a local friend now. By the way, we were just getting ready to go to the Opera House to meet the Hydro Archon. Would you be able to show us the way?
So you're going to see Lady Farina? No problem at all. In fact, I was planning to go to the Opera House later myself. I'll gladly take you once I finish things here. Please, follow me.
I wonder how long I should keep this video going for, because like some of this video I'm gonna cut out because and another part was too much deep cut to figure out what that is.
You said you were going to see Lady Farina? Well, it seems Lady Farina has come to see you.
How'd she know we're here? I like the uniforms. Oh, hello there. I can see plenty of fan art of you. This is the big welcoming ceremony that new people get.
Huh. So, she's the Hydro Archon? But how did she know we were looking for her?
My
There was that person
dear
back in
people,
Cinderella.
rich and poor, those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all.
Nice towel.
Raise your glasses in celebration! If you don't have one, then just raise your hand in lieu. As you can all see, two unfamiliar travelers have arrived in our nation. Come, let us make a toast in honor of this traveler and his companion, who have journeyed here from distant lands.
I'm not sure I like this type of attention, honestly.
Is she talking about us?
No, she's talking about that person way over there. Oh, he's holding a glass.
I've long heard of the turmoil and chaos you left in your wake as you visited other nations. But I welcome you nevertheless. No, I have come to receive you personally. Fear is for insignificant cowards. I am a god, and I will never entertain the notion of such meaningless wariness. You can be rest assured, I see clearly your sincerity. Of course, seeking an audience with me is the most sensible thing to do. It will allow you to truly behold my power and witness my authority. Intelligent people always gather under the correct banner. I, Focalor, hereby welcome you to the nation of Hydro and acknowledge the value and significance of your trip. Now, you may rejoice in this.
Well, finding the Archon was easy enough.
Yeah, Paimon still can't believe it. Feels like we've only been here for a few minutes. But
Something's
the Hydro Archon's entrance was, how should Paimon describe it? A little over the top? Miss Hydro Archon? How did you know we were coming?
I see. As Outlanders, you inevitably lack even some of the most basic understanding. Don't forget that even the gods can be divided into the mediocre and the excellent. I suppose it's only natural for you to be awestruck by my abilities. You had best stop and consider. Do you really have the noble qualities and etiquette necessary to communicate with a god?
That guy!
All it takes is a flick of my finger for me to know everything about you.
Whoa, talk about sounding high and mighty.
Feels like she can't get over this. She heard me, didn't she?
Oh? What's with these looks? Perhaps the welcoming ceremony still isn't enough? What else should I say then?
Oh, dearie me.
Wow, I didn't expect to see Lady Farina here. What a surprise! Wait, does this mean they're the legendary blonde traveler? How did I not notice before?
Sort of like one
Hey,
person
what's all the
assembled to
commotion?
me.
Oh, is that Lady Farina? Is there some kind of drama going on?
Of course. That's the blonde traveler. The one all those stories are about. Lady
blonde
Farina
woman with
came here to personally see him. Oh, I bet this is going to be the duel of the century.
Duel?
Ooh,
What?
I've got to see this. I knew Lady Farina would never disappoint.
What's happening?
Yes, but don't get too excited now. My dear believers and spectators alike tend to get quite rowdy, and despite the noise, I've come to tolerate all their ruckus.
I see you're standing on something. How short are you?
You may consider this my reward to all of you. I have determined that there will be an epic duel between myself and this traveler from another land, just as you were hoping to see.
Now she wants to fight? Aren't we getting a little ahead of ourselves?
I think gods, I'm going on a resume. What's going on here?
Are you not afraid?
Might I remind you that this is a duel against the divine?
Yeah, we fought a god before who was a bit more intimidating than you.
What are you trying to do, traveler? Provoking a god in front of her people?
Hey, just started this.
Stand down, Clorend. I admire his bravery.
So
Few have the courage to draw their sword against a god. He is obviously a true warrior. Unfortunately, people nowadays only crave to be thrilled, and a mere duel will not slake their thirst for excitement.
How long has she been talking?
Yeah, she's right. Just a duel wouldn't be all that interesting.
What the fuck?
On Araneus, criminals are always requesting duels to defend their honor. They're getting a bit old, to tell the truth.
So that's what that's about.
You see. Then, as the god of justice, I shall face this traveler in another kind of duel. A duel in court!
What did I do?
All right! Now that'll be worth seeing!
Everyone theorized that we'd have a trial, but this is not how I expected a trial for us to have happen. What the fuck?
Right. This is Fontaine, after all. Such a grand opera house. It would be a pity not to use it.
Why do you care so much about the crowd's reactions? Seems you've spent a little too much time in the opera house.
Wow.
Besides, how exactly do you plan to have a duel in court? You mean you're going to put us on trial?
We literally just arrived here.
Oh, we have reason to put you on trial. It's obvious, isn't it?
No.
According to Fontaine law, no one is permitted to release any flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days of each month. You are clearly guilty of violating this law, no?
Is this law violation what I think it is?
Oh, so that's what they've done wrong. That's Our Lady Farina. No one knows the laws of Fontaine like she does.
You call that obvious? What kind of law is that? Wait, flying object? You mean Paimon?
The traveler's face. They want to kill you, Paimon, at least walk on the ground.
Precisely! Now, if you two have no objections,
I like this Archon
then
already.
in the name of the Hydro Archon, I order your arrest.
What? I take that back.
My apologies, Lady Farina. I don't mean to spoil the fun. But if you would allow me to interject, I don't think that Paimon here meets the definition of a flying object.
You tell her, Linny! Finally someone who's not crazy. How could anyone call Paimon a flying object?
Your emergency key.
Great magician Linny, my beloved citizen. I'll permit you to object, but how exactly do you plan to prove your claim?
As a magician who just rained on your parade, I naturally should shoulder the responsibility of saving the show. So, with such an audience gathered here, allow me to perform a trick for everyone.
How long has that been going on? Fuck. What the hell?
Ta-da!
What the?
What's that on Paimon's back? Hey, when did you do that?
Wow, a mighty kaiju on the back. He knew this was gonna happen. Sorry if I spiked the mic, poison. This crafty fucker.
There. As you can all clearly see, Paimon should be classified as, well, something like a balloon. This rope has been in the traveler's hand all along. It was just that no one could see it before.
Huh? You call that magic? You've got to be joking.
I thought it was pretty good. Nice one.
Huh. I'm not sure what to think. It seems Lady Farina's charges no longer hold water.
you know how short you are.
Amusing. Very amusing, Linny. Just the sort of unexpected twist that I enjoy. With you here, today's performance can finally be called complete.
Performance? You see all this as a performance?
In which case, consider the matter of your trial resolved. The god of justice will not bring charges against an innocent person. But when there are valid grounds, I will not only judge travelers from abroad, but even the gods of other lands. I look forward to seeing your upcoming performance at the Opera House, Mr. Linny and Miss Lynette. That's enough for now. Toodaloo!
Toodaloo? Yeah, this was interesting. This is a very interesting first impression of this nation.
And just like that, she's gone! Well, that's the most unpredictable Archon Paimon's ever seen. He never even had a chance to ask her anything. But that's a problem for future Paimon. That whole scene just now was really...
Yeah, that sounds about right, Paimon. Thanks for bailing us out. What? Lenny? Fuck.
Don't mention it. I just happened to remember that there was such a law, so I did a little preparation, just in case. I didn't think it would actually come in handy. So, now do you see what kind of god Lady Farina is?
She can be a bit confusing at times, but she is still amenable to reason.
It always kind of reminds me of Constance's, or the fuck her name is pronounced from Three Houses Fire Emblem. Yeah, confusing is a good way to put it.
Anyway, Paimon had no idea you were a magician, Linny. It sounded like you'll be performing at the Opera House, right?
I just know a few simple tricks I use to make a living. Lynette is my assistant. It will actually be my first time performing on the most prestigious stage in Fontaine, the Opera House.
But isn't the Opera House where criminal trials are held in Fontaine?
When there are no public trials being held, the Opera House hosts a variety of other performances. To the people of Fontaine, the line between a trial and a performance can be a little blurred.
It makes me wonder how many people wind up getting off or something bad happening to them wrongly, or people don't realize something bad has happened.
And speaking of performances, I would be remiss to forego this opportunity gifted by fate. Might I invite the two of you to see my performance?
My brother's always excited to make new friends.
Oh, sure. We don't really have anything to do now, and we wanted to go to the Opera House anyway.
I would be delighted.
Splendid. In that case, why don't we go together? I'll show you the way. I just have something to take care of first. Oh, you really mean it? Then I'll take you up on your offer. This is a magical item known as a magic pocket. Perhaps you can help me distribute them to the people here.
Magic pocket.
Huh? What are they going to use it for?
Good question.
About that... You asked me before about the prophecy, right? Let me start by telling you a little more about what it entails. I'm not sure exactly when it began, but a prophecy has been circulating around Fontaine. It says that every person in Fontaine is born with sin. No matter how the nation of justice holds trial after trial, this sin cannot be absolved. Until one day, the water levels in Fontaine will rise, and the sinful people will slowly be drowned. In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
That sounds pretty gloomy. Why are people in Fontaine born with sin? What is that supposed to mean?
There are lots of guesses. Some say that the ancestors of Fontaine stole the power of the seas and stirred its wrath. Others say that the people of Fontaine never heeded the first Hydro Archon's warnings and offended Celestia. But here in Fontaine, evidence is what matters. There hasn't been concrete evidence for any of these claims, so they can only be regarded as conjecture.
If even the people in Fontaine don't know what sin they committed, wouldn't it be better just to ignore the prophecy completely? Why bother feeling guilty all the time?
That's exactly what the people did at first. But in the last few years, the water levels in Fontaine have actually started rising.
But now the water is engulfing our memories. It won't be long before it engulfs us.
Many places have already been completely submerged, and now lie beneath the sea.
Many people carry on with their lives as before and shrug it off as a natural phenomenon. But my family and I think that the people of Fontaine shouldn't ignore the possibility, which would end up sentencing them to death. We hope that at least the people who reside near the waterfront can move away before it's too late. So, we've started distributing magic pockets to them. As a magical item, these magic pockets have astonishing capacity. I'm sure they will come in handy when people are moving their belongings.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It's like preparing for a rainy day! But this is more than a bit of rain.
If the prophecy is true, then is there no way to prevent the disaster?
Perhaps only absolute power could ever contend with such a catastrophe. But who knows? We're just tiny specks in the grand scheme of things. Now, if you'd like to help, then please give these magic pockets to anyone nearby. Be sure to convince them to take it, regardless of what they say.
When I was taught in filming in fucking filming class or whatever, or electronic media back in school, seeing them from this angle tells me there might be something about to happen.
So you're the blonde traveler that everyone's been talking about. My apologies for not recognizing you earlier. Oh, a magic pocket? Seems you really thought of everything. I guess it's better to prepare for the worst and hope for the best. Thanks. Please, also thank the magician on my behalf when you get the chance.
Nice mustache and nice outfit.
What's this? So you also believe in the prophecy. Keep it. I won't have any use for it.
What? You mean you don't believe in the prophecy?
No, I believe in the prophecy. But I also believe in another story. The story says that people once lived in the ocean. They were one with the ocean and couldn't live apart from it. But as time wore on, people desired to live on land and developed blood vessels, encapsulating the sea within their bodies. Thus could people set foot on land. So, if you ask me, when the water rises and takes us all, it'll be like we're going home.
It's like the Day of Judgment in the Christians.
Oh, we hadn't heard that one before. But people can't live underwater. They'll die. You should probably still take it.
All right, I'll take it. I guess I just feel that being dissolved into the water doesn't necessarily mean death.
That's one way of looking at it. You can see it's the next big thing, I suppose. Like people keep dying and all the job. Here's what I do. I got this episode out.
I don't want that thing. Way I see it, if the prophecy's true, it's still gonna be a long time before the water can cover everything. Life is all about living in the moment. What use is there in worrying about the future all the time? We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
That's a very
You
true
should
statement.
still take it. You never know when it'll come in handy.
Oh, all right, fine. Thanks. It's just that if I start moving, that means I've already given up on the life I have now. I'd really rather not.
Okay, I'm gonna wrap this episode up here. Most of this episode was just me trying to get my way here and jabbering on and doing that cutscene there. And the Hydro Archon was quite impressive, I'd say. Anyway, next episode I'll be continuing on the Fontaine story. Might be some more exploration, maybe. I don't know. We'll find out when we cross that bridge. Max under 60, and I'm out.